All right, what up, ladies? How are you? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Now, in this video, I wanted to talk about how if you're dealing with a guy, or you're dealing with a guy who's an attractive guy, a guy who most women would find attractive, a guy that most women want, and you probably want him too because he's that dude, he's that guy, right? You have to understand that there's certain things that you might do that will turn him off. And, I've talked about this a lot, right? But I really wanted to drive this home. I really want you ladies to understand that the more attractive a guy is, the more options he has. Now, the more options he has, that means the less he's going to tolerate nonsense, right? So what happens is because he has all these options, it's almost like he's spoiled. So what it is that he can get away with a lot more than the average guy. So sometimes when you're dealing with a guy who is like the average dude, let's say, for example, you match with a guy on an online dating site and the guy's like, hey, let's get together and, get a drink. And you say, well, I don't know. How about we talk on here more? Or, I don't drink and, or you might be like, how about we talk on here more? And how about you speak to me like a lady and you get a little sassy and all this other shit. See, that'll work on the average dude. But when you are dealing with a guy who's attractive, a guy who gets a lot of women, a guy who is, the top 10, 20%, he's just going to bypass you. Because what he's thinking is you're being very uncooperative right now, and I don't need to have this back and forth with you. I'm saying to you, hey, let's get a drink. All I'm expecting from you is to say yes or where and when so we could get this going. Now, what happens is if you're giving that attractive guy any friction, a lot of times he'll just keep it moving. Now, and also what will happen is, let's say if he does even indulge in the friction, what will happen sometimes is, he'll get with you and he'll, have sex with you. But then after that, he most likely will be done with you because he sees that you are not really that cooperative. He sees that you are not the type of woman who's submissive. He sees that you're not the type of woman who's really going to follow his lead. Because, again, what you have to understand is that the most attractive guys have all the power. But this is why you want them, because they're the most attractive guys. But in order for you to get them, that means that you can't give them a lot of friction. See, you've probably been taught that playing hard to get is cute and it's sexy and all that other stuff. But for a guy who has options, he's just going to be like, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not playing games. I don't got time to play games. I know I can get another girl. I can get another woman even hotter than you. So I'm giving you the opportunity and the chance to get with me. So you need to chill the fuck out. You understand what I'm saying? And follow my lead. That's how these guys are looking at it. Now, again, if you don't want that attractive guy, you don't want to deal with that, then that's fine. But understand, if you want that type of guy, if you want that type of dude, you're going to have to, you're competing with all these other women who want him too. And so the woman who is the most compliant wins. The woman who's the most cooperative wins. The woman who gives him the least amount of friction wins. You understand? I'm giving you ladies real talk. I'm not here to blow smoke up your pussy. You feel what I'm saying? So understand that when you're dealing with these men and you're dealing with an attractive guy, right? What's going to happen is that he's going to require that you are, being very pleasant, kind, easygoing, cooperative, that type of energy for him to even want to deal with you. Because if you're not, it's easier for him to keep it moving. It's easier for him to just, get another girl. Now, I know your ego's probably saying, well, forget him then. Well, he ain't all that, and I'm not going to deal with that type of stuff. That's what your ego's probably saying. But what you have to understand is that these guys also, what happens is that they run into a lot of women who are attractive, who look good physically, but they don't have the type of personality that grabs the guy to make him want to stay. So if you know how to deal with that guy, which is be kind, be polite, be, submissive, listen to what he's saying, be very feminine in his presence, you're going to stand out above most of these women. And you're the type of woman who he most likely would want to stick with. But if you're doing all this extra playing hard to get, trying to, be combative, give him all this friction, he's not going to really even deal with you. So understand, if you want those top guys, understand that this is how it goes. You understand? If you do not come at them this way, it's going to be hard for you to, one, get him, to even like date you and all that other stuff. But two, it's going to be even harder if you do get him to keep him. All right, so that's pretty much it. Listen, if you ladies have any questions, click the link below and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do two quick things. One, I want you to click the link below and send me your questions. If you have any questions on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. And two, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, 7 highly effective steps for finding and keeping a man. And I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.